Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the monthly review column of China's carbon trading market. Let's take a look at China's carbon trading market monthly review of October 2023. This month, the upward trend in carbon quota prices in the Chinese carbon market came to a halt, forming an inverted U pattern. The increase in carbon quota prices for the month was notably lower than before, amounting to a cumulative increase of 2.64%. Prices ultimately reached 78.05 yuan per ton. Interestingly, during this period, carbon quota prices hit a historical peak in the Chinese carbon market, reaching 82.79 yuan per ton. The cumulative trading volume of carbon quotas continued its significant upward trajectory from the previous month, reaching 93.051 million tons. As of October 31, 2023, the Chinese carbon market had witnessed 555 trading days, accumulating a total trading volume of approximately 382 million tons, with a combined turnover of 20.664 billion yuan and an average trading price of 53.99 yuan per ton. In the current month, the average trading price experienced a notable increase, reaching 69.01 yuan per ton, marking a 4.98% rise from the previous month. Meanwhile, the trading volume surged to 93.05 million tons, up 161.56% month-on-month. Looking at the overall trend in carbon price changes for the month, when we examine the closing prices of carbon quotas, we observe an initial rapid increase in carbon quota prices. They surged past the 80 yuan per ton threshold, reaching a historic high in the Chinese carbon market. Subsequently, this upward trajectory came to a halt, and the carbon prices began to recede, returning to the 70 yuan per ton range. Ultimately, they settled at 78.05 yuan per ton for the month, marking a relatively modest increase of just 2.64%, as illustrated in Figure 1. These price fluctuations show that the current demand for carbon quotas has shrunk, and the performance pressure of enterprises in the market has been effectively released. Notably, as the end of the month approaches, the decline in the market continues to expand, signaling an increasing bearish expectations among companies. Considering this data, it appears that the likelihood of carbon quota prices experiencing another surge in the near future is diminishing. Analyzing the trend in the average trend price of carbon quotas for each month, it becomes evident that the average trading price for carbon quotas in October still continued to rise, as shown in Figure 2. This increase is primarily attributed to the substantial surge in carbon prices during the first half of the month. Considering the price trends of various types of carbon quotas throughout the month, it becomes apparent that, over time, there is still a notable divergence in the short-term trends of these three types of carbon quota prices. However, the overall fluctuation trends of these three prices are relatively consistent, with each type of carbon price experiencing alternating periods of increase and decrease, as illustrated in Figure 3. This once again proves that the three types of carbon quotas hold equivalent value. In terms of the trading volume of carbon quotas in the Chinese carbon market, it's worth noting that carbon quota 22 emerged as the primary trading focus in the market during this month based on the three types of carbon quota trading volume. Examining the total trading volume of carbon quotas in the Chinese carbon market for this month, it exhibited a substantial increase compared to the previous 9 months, surging past the 90 million ton threshold to reach 93.501 million tons, with setting a new high in the year. It's important to highlight that A significant portion of this trading volume, approximately 85.524 million tons, resulted from bulk agreement trading as depicted in Figure 4 and 5. This underscores the continued enthusiasm of enterprises in the market for trading. However, when scrutinizing the price trends and volume fluctuations within the month, there are indications that this high level of trading sentiment may be waning. The volatility of China's carbon market further increased in October 2023. Notably, the Tianjin and Chongqing carbon markets reported only one transaction each, and the data sample size was too small. Consequently, these markets were excluded from the evaluation index system for the month. The comprehensive evaluation scores of the national, Beijing, and Shanghai carbon markets rose compared with the previous month. The national carbon market had the largest increase, and its comprehensive score rose from 0.618 points to 0.706 points. Hubei and Shenzhen carbon markets had a significant decline in their scores, and their comprehensive scores dropped from 0.486 and 0.408 points to 0.404 and 0.333 points, respectively. In terms of market size, October witnessed a substantial uptick in trading and transaction volume in the national carbon market. This increase was primarily influenced by the impending compliance deadline, with volumes rising from 35.5752 million tons and 2.339 billion yuan to 93.0513 million tons and 6.422 billion yuan, respectively. This market size score also continued to rise to 0.999 points. However, compared with the national carbon market, the trading and transaction volume of the local pilot carbon markets did not show a significant upward trend. As the gap between these local markets, the national carbon market widened considerably. In terms of market structure, the transaction volume of the national and Beijing carbon markets accounted for a large proportion over the past 12 months, reaching 51.69% and 32.37%, respectively. Their market structure scores were 0.99 and 0.524 points, respectively. Regarding market value, the average transaction price of the Beijing carbon market was far higher than other carbon markets. Furthermore, the average transaction price of the national carbon market rose from 65.74 to 69.01 yuan per ton, surpassing the Guangdong carbon market in this aspect. The average transaction price of the Guangdong carbon market slightly declined from 72.4 to 66.7 yuan per ton. Meanwhile, the average transaction price of the Shanghai carbon market maintained stable at 65.61 yuan per ton. The market value scores of these carbon markets were 0.756, 0.535, 0.521, and 0.513 points, respectively. Regarding market activity, the monthly turnover rate of the national and Beijing carbon markets were both higher than 1%, significantly surpassing those of other carbon markets. Additionally, the transaction concentration in the national and Beijing carbon markets remained relatively low, at only 33.68% and 44.91%, respectively. As a result, the market activity scores for the national and Beijing carbon markets were elevated, reaching 0.666 and 0.516 points, respectively. From a market volatility perspective, the national and Beijing carbon markets were relatively decentralized, with the lowest trading concentration. The price volatility of Guangdong, Shanghai, and Hubei carbon markets was smaller and the prices maintained relatively stable. Consequently, the market volatility scores for the national, Beijing, Guangdong, Shanghai, and Hubei markets exceeded those of other carbon markets, with scores of 0.778, 0.751, 0.764, 0.752, and 0.775, respectively. Well, that's all for this month's program. If you are interested in this program, please scan this QR code on the screen and follow our school's WeChat official account. You will find the daily and weekly updated review column of China's carbon trading market there. Thank you for watching. See you next time.